If you're anything like me, you're always looking for the most eco-friendly, minimalist, and economical option that you can possibly find. And in this video, I'm gonna give you a couple of things that I own that have saved me money, space, and headache time and time again. As a person that obviously cares a lot about the environment, I always try to do things as eco-friendly as possible, and also being a minimalist for the past year plus now, I'm always trying to find the most minimalistic and eco-friendly option that is out there. Today's video is actually sponsored by Wild, but I will talk more about them later. So today, I'm gonna give you a couple of things that I think are well worth the money, because most of them, you pretty much buy it one time and use it for as long as it'll last you. Or you might have maybe just a tiny bit of upkeep. So I'm gonna take you around my house and show you these things. But first, let's start off with the thing that has stolen my heart this year, which is my Kindle. I really can't say enough about getting an e-reader. I decided to go with the Kindle because I currently live in the USA, so I can use the library app Libby, which is where I get library books and I can download them to my Kindle. So it is like perfectly compatible with the Kindle, which is why I chose to get this, even though I'm not a huge fan of Amazon, to be honest. But I was thinking it's for the greater good, because I have read about 23 books this year, and about 12 of them have been in the past 3 months since I got my Kindle. So do with that information what you will. I've been reading like a maniac with my Kindle, and I haven't bought a single book since I got it. I used to go to thrift stores, I used to go to bookstores, I used to buy books on thrift books online, I used to go into Barnes and Noble. Books can take up so much space and get so incredibly expensive, and as a minimalist and someone that, you know, is trying to avoid the amount of things that are coming into my home, and also I'm doing a no buy year next year, which is like part of the reason why I'm making this whole list. I just wanted something that was gonna simplify my reading experience, and I can literally say that the Kindle / any e-reader that works for you, it has changed my entire life. It's probably easily the best purchase that I made this entire year. And I would highly suggest that if you are a minimalist, you are looking to save money, you are looking to save space, get clutter out of your house, get a freaking e-reader. They're the best. The next thing that I would highly suggest if you want to save money and save the environment is getting a reusable coffee filter or some sort of a loose leaf tea like sifter situation. So depending on whether you drink lots of coffee or tea, I am personally a huge tea person, so I have this tea pot, which is where the little tea sifter thing comes in. So you can either use that just in a single cup of tea or in this whole pot, depending on how much tea you want to make. Or if you are a coffee person, getting a reusable coffee filter. So I think I got these on like Etsy or something. It came in like a pack of 3. Obviously it gets dyed with the coffee over time, but we've been using these, or my boyfriend, I guess, because he's the one that actually drinks coffee. We have literally not spent a single cent since on coffee filters. It is so worth it because you are saving all this money and you're saving the environment. You are literally just using the same coffee filter. You just rinse it. Every once in a while you want to boil it in water just to like freshen it up a little bit, and it's so easy. I don't understand why more people aren't using reusable coffee filters, to be honest, including the tea thing, because then you can just buy loose leaf tea, which oftentimes is way cheaper and way more environmentally friendly than buying individually packaged tea sachets. Is that how you say that? Sachets? I don't know. Individual tea sachets. Now I have no idea. I'm just gonna skip over that. Tea bags. Why did I have to make it all complicated? Who do I think I am? The Queen of England or something? It's better to get loose leaf tea. First of all, it's usually better for you because tea bags tend to have microplastics in them, and also they're not usually biodegradable unless you buy from like a certain brand or whatever. If you just buy a bag of loose leaf tea, you can steep it in your little strainer thing, and it's so much easier and way more environmentally friendly. And now we bring it to the bathroom. The bulk of our products that are gonna be easy to buy once and refill, or that's basically it. Buy once and refill very easily. And that's actually where the sponsor of today's video comes in, which is Wild Deodorant. They sent me this adorable case with my name on it. Like, come on, how cute. Anyways, it is a natural deodorant, so there's no aluminums inside of it, which I made the switch to natural deodorant, I wanna say 2 years ago. And one thing that you have to note if you are switching over to natural deodorant is there is a tiny bit of an adjustment period, so you will smell a little funky for like the first couple of months, but I promise that it's worth it because you stick through and then you're not putting aluminum in or on your body, and you're kind of just like ridding yourself of those really toxic chemicals and metals and all that stuff. But anyways, I really have loved using this Wild deodorant for the past couple of weeks. They have really nice smells. The one that I have right now is spiced orange and pear, and it literally smells like Christmas. I tried using the pumpkin spice one and it wasn't my favorite, but these other two that they sent as well smell so freaking good. Anyways, it is basically a refillable deodorant can where they give you these refills that you basically just plug into the bottom, and they're actually made out of cardboard so you can compost them. So genuinely, this is like one of the most eco-friendly natural deodorants that's out there on the market, which is what I'm doing because of my no-buy year. I'm just like, okay girl, we got the subscription, we're ready to go. I don't have to go into the store and get bombarded with other things and have the urges to buy. I can just set up the subscription and forget about, you know, these necessary things that I need for my no-buy year. And I'm really excited. If you want to try it out for yourself, then I have a 30% off code, and it's only valid until December 3rd this year of 2023. My code is Grace Nevitt. After December 3rd, I think it goes down to 20%, and the link will be in my description below, and I really hope you enjoy. Okay, on to the next thing. Another product that you can use for the bathroom is a safety razor. So these things are amazing because again, you just have to buy them one time and literally that's it. After that, you just have to buy the razor blades that come with it. You can buy like 100 of them for $1, I swear to God. Not actually, but it's so unbelievably cheap. I will say with this, there is a very slight learning curve. You have to be very gentle when you're shaving and kind of figure out the right angle that works for you. I did accidentally cut off a small chunk of my skin when I was trying to shave my legs when I first got this, but don't let that deter you. Again, you literally buy it one time and it lasts forever. This is metal, so it's like a really good hefty quality. And guess what? You're not buying any more plastic. So get rid of your disposable razors and get a freaking safety razor. Seriously, save your money, guys. Save your freaking money. I don't have to buy anything related to shaving for the entire year of 2024 because I have 10 razor blades and a freaking safety razor. Another thing for people that have periods. I'm not gonna show these online because that's weird, but I have a menstrual cup and a menstrual disc. So if you have a period, I would highly suggest getting a menstrual cup or a menstrual disc, especially if you already use tampons, because honestly, the learning curve, again, there's a very slight learning curve, but once you change over to like the menstrual cup / disc products, the only thing you have to do is boil it before and after your period, insert it in the morning, change it every 12 hours. So in the morning and at night, you just, you know, dump it out, wash it, put it back in. There's no other way to explain this. You can't get toxic shock syndrome and lose your legs like you can from a tampon. You don't feel like you're sitting in your own wet diaper like it is with a pad. And again, you literally buy it one time and it lasts you for years. So there is way less waste, way less thought, way less risk, way less disgustingness. You literally cannot feel it at all. Unless you have cramps, you almost forget that you're on your period. Highly suggest switching over to eco-friendly period products. If you are super weird about like something going up there, then feel free to get like period underwear or like the cloth pads, all you have to do is like rinse them out or wash them or whatever. I would say there's a little bit more involved with that, which is why I don't do it, but whatever suits you. Eco-friendly period products. That's all I'm gonna say. And that essentially concludes our list of eco-friendly things that will actually save you money in the long run. But I have a couple of other things that are just like nice little eco-friendly things to switch to if you want to keep listening and watching. And we've got a couple more in the bathroom. So let's bang it out. I literally have some of the most sensitive skin that you could ever not want to have on the face of the earth. I have really severe eczema. I will talk more about how I healed my eczema in a video that's coming out in January. But anyways, for now, just go with like oils. Like you don't have to buy a million different, sorry to say, 1,000 ingredient chemical garbage moisturizers. All the skinfluencers out there are really gonna hate me for this, but you don't need all of that. All you need is some skin oils and to eat good food and drink water. Like it's really that simple. I've literally healed my horrendous skin condition with just that. So people with normal skin, you don't need all those random moisturizers and things. I promise it's gonna be okay. So I have vitamin E oil, jojoba oil, because this is a really good like diluter oil. You can use this on your hair, you can use it on your face. I use this because it's kind of good for like fine lines. And now that I'm in my mid-20s, I noticed that my skin is starting to get a little thinner and you know, I have some smile lines and whatever, but guess what? That just means I've lived a happy life and I smile a lot, so I don't really care. And then also good old Aquaphor, you know, Vaseline, whatever floats your boat. You can't really go wrong with that trio right there. Obviously you don't have to get vitamin E oil if you don't want. You can decide which oils you want to do, but again, you really don't have to go crazy with all the products that you're buying, okay? And the last thing I will share about is going to be the love of my life, shampoo bars. So this is the one that I have just recently switched to. Look at those stats. You are saving so much plastic when you are buying a shampoo bar. And I promise these things lather. They lather for days. Honestly, they lather better than most shampoos that I've used. I really like it. Super nice, gentle ingredients. All in all, I just try to keep things simple. I try to keep things natural. The more straightforward and simple, the less I have to think about it, the better. The less things in my home, the better. The less plastic that I'm buying and throwing away, the better. So these are my tips. These are my secrets. I hope you enjoyed them. I have, how many more do I have? I think I have like 1 or 2 more ideas for you. And then I will share a list of things that I find to be slightly overrated in terms of the buy it and use it category of things in the eco-friendly world. Back in the kitchen, we're talking about laundry and cleaning. The best thing to do if you have a washing machine, have a dishwasher, clean your house, is to try to see if you can buy any kind of cleaning concentrate. I know that there's a couple of brands that do like glass and refillable stuff, or they send things in cardboard boxes that are kind of just like little gel whatever things. There's a ton of brands that exist that do this, and I've used quite a few of them, and I think that it's just the way to go. Buying some kind of a concentrate or something that is just easy and just cutting out the plastic part, because there's no need for that, okay? There's so many different brands that exist, so just find one that works for you. And the final and perhaps most controversial thing that I will say in this video is going to be that you should probably stop buying candles and instead just get yourself an essential oils diffuser, because it's going to be way better for your lungs. And I know I love candles as much as the next person. I know that it's like, oh, but what if it's a soy candle? There's been, unfortunately, a lot of studies by by pulmonologists that suggest that inhaling the whatever that's in candles is actually just not that good for you or your lungs. And the smells that you can get from just buying a little diffuser and a couple of little essential oils is really just going to be so much better for your health and honestly probably your wallet, because these things are not that expensive and they last so long. I think I got these like 4 years ago and they are still not out. They are like actually just now running out. I'm not like a serial diffuser or anything, but you know, they last quite a while because you don't need to do like a million drops when you diffuse them. And again, I feel like there's more studies about how the scents and effects from essential oils is better than the scents and effects from like candles and stuff. And you know what the cool thing is? You don't have to sacrifice the vibe, because this one that I have, if I can display for you for one moment, it has a setting, oh, you can't even see. It has a setting that makes it look like a flickering lantern. See? I don't know if you can tell, but it's flickering. Anyways, you can also add little twinkly lights around. You don't have to sacrifice the hygge. You don't have to sacrifice the vibes. But I will say, you also don't have to sacrifice your lung health for a candle. So I would suggest getting a diffuser and using that to populate your home with delicious smells instead. But yeah, hopefully this video didn't make you too angry and it kind of just opened your eyes and your heart to more possibilities of an eco-friendly future. Before we say goodbye, I'm just gonna speed run through a couple of things that I think are totally overrated in the like zero waste or low waste movements. I also forgot to mention in the bathroom, tongue scrapers instead of mouthwash. So much better for the environment. You literally buy it once, and tongue scrapers are incredible for your health. Anyways, back to my things that I think are actually overrated. Buying those little makeup remover pad circle things, you can literally use scraps of old t-shirts or towels, like face cloth towels. You can also just use like a melting balm. That's what it's called, right? To take your makeup off if you're a makeup person. Another thing that I think is totally overrated, those little satchels that have bamboo stuff in them. Do you not own silverware? Like, do you not literally own silverware in your home and you can just put it in a little towel or something? You could sew the sides and use that every day if you want to bring that to work. And then anything where anyone's trying to sell you about fitting in for an aesthetic, if you already own something, even if it's ugly or it's made out of plastic, the most eco-friendly thing you can do in general is just using up what you already have and or buying secondhand. So don't feel the need or feel the pressure to go buying extra new fancy things when you don't actually need them. If someone's like, ooh, look at these really cool metal containers, when you're like, I literally already have glass Tupperware, like I don't need to buy something like that. Or having like a bunch of matched glass jars for buying bulk goods when you probably buy pasta sauce in a glass jar and you can just take the label off that and use that for your stuff. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You want to try to be as eco-friendly as possible and try to cut as much plastic out of your life, because that stuff is killing you low-key. It's in your blood. It's like really not good. Just use your common sense, do what feels right to you, and see which things would actually benefit your life. Just do what makes sense for you. For me, having the subscriptions for deodorant and shampoo and stuff like that is super helpful, because then I don't have to go into the store and be influenced by all the pretty things on the shelves to go buy more things, because every time I walk into a CVS, somehow I leave with a new nail polish and it's not good. So having a subscription for things is actually way better for me, because then I'm not confronted with the temptation. Just do what's right for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like it was kind of ranty, but that's fine because it is what it is. I really hope that you've gotten some ideas. I definitely 1000% forgot things. So if you have any other suggestions or things that you use that are like, wow, this is awesome and it's super eco-friendly and it's super minimalist, please drop it in the comments. I didn't include some of the like really basic stuff, like buying a freaking reusable water bottle, because that's like common sense at this point, like everyone knows that. Anyways, before I continue to talk for the next 100 years, I'm gonna let you guys go. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you again to Wild for sponsoring this video. So appreciative. My first sponsor ever. Woo woo. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, I am sending you all my love because we're all just trying to rest out here. All right? So I'll see you later. Bye.